Resigning tomorrow. I have a very nice paying tech job, making great money, but I feel sick to my gut. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to resign and focus on my health and family. When I had COVID, with a 102 fever, my body was aching and sweating from chills, but I had to do a 1-hour presentation because so many people depended on me to deliver. When my father was hospitalized, I took time off to be with him. The company was 100% supportive, but my boss failed to do any of the items on the prioritized list I gave him. His failure was mine. I was chastised and talked down upon returning because I failed the team and company. I'm not responsible for being out for so long. They tell you that your health and family come first. But if you do it too often or fail to deliver, it will impact you negatively. I had food poisoning, and when I took a day off because I fainted while typing, my boss and my team couldn't function, and I was asked very promptly when I would be back to work. 2 weeks ago, I was told that I needed to turn in 10 specs by the end of June. Each spec takes about 2 to 3 weeks to write. My boss's response was, "Why the hell do you think we pay you so much?" He didn't feel the same when I told him to make sure spec requests were in back in March. His response, he would get to them when he had time. Life is short, and I'm blessed that I'm in a position to walk away. I feel like I lost my soul and courage working here. Money and ease do make cowards of men. Talk to a lawyer if you can. They have given you an impossible task, writing 10 specs before the end of June. I would say it's a given that if you don't complete these specs in time that it will be recorded in some fashion. I don't know if it's enough for constructive dismissal, but you should definitely get legal advice. Good luck. It sounds an awful place to work. Constant stress is terrible for you in so many ways. Mental and physical. The only justification for putting yourself through constant stress for a job is if, without doing so, you literally couldn't pay for life's basic needs. Yet so many people who are financially okay continue to do it to themselves. I don't get it. Well done for breaking out of that cycle. Hands clapping. Mine is not as bad. But all these red flags were the last straw for me. Had a doctor write me a sick note, because I was so stressed out that I literally couldn't function. Throwing up in the morning. Constant racing heart and could not concentrate on anything for more than a minute. I also snapped at people. Which was the point where I went to the doctor. Because I am usually a calm person. On Friday evening I finished writing some tickets and afterwards went to the doctor. When I came back from sick leave, I was questioned why I did not hand over these tickets properly. I said, I wanted to do it on Monday. But then I got sick. Them. Yeah. But next time hand them over properly. Me. I cannot plan when I am going to be sick. Them. Yes. But we should avoid these situations. Me. So if I get hit by a car I should still make a handover. Them. Well, you weren't hit by a car. Just one of many instances. Going to quit. Already found a job with better pay. Screw you. I don't need this idiocy. One of the ways in getting over things is to write it down, make a book of it even. So, basically due to their treatment, the one that keeps things going is now walking out. Must be some really smart people there. Let your jerk boss figure out how to do all the specs by the end of June. They tell you that your health and family come first. But if you do it too often or fail to deliver, it will impact you negatively. This really hit something in me. But I'm not exactly sure what yet. Good luck op. You're doing the right thing. Good for you. No 2 weeks. Just be done. Don't take phone calls or questions. Sit back and relax. Your boss and team suck big time if they can't help you with tasks or complete basics without you holding their hands. Best to be rid of them. Just FYI, don't provide a 2-week notice. If they are treating you like this, when you hand in a 2-week notice they start retaliating. I would say just hand them a notice and say, I've cleaned out my cubicle, office, and I am leaving right now, then walk out. I was recently in a similar situation myself, except it was kind of the opposite. My work had constant projects being thrown at me to the point I had no time to focus on my health or family. It was at a point I was working weekends to keep up, and eventually I realized that I was running myself into the ground and feeling like I was running on fumes each and every day. I recently put in my notice and came to the realization that everyone I work with is in the exact same situation and we're on the verge of quitting as well. Except now I've probably started a cascade. It made it hilarious too that by the time they opted to give me a counteroffer I had already heard from everyone else how burned out they are, and it made declining it even more satisfying. It took me years to realize that I need to take care of myself both mentally and physically. Because no one else will, and no employer gives a damn about it. Go to a doctor. This sounds like stress leave if you don't have something else lined up. At least in Canada you would be paid for that. I think if your team is so worthless without you, then maybe the company needs to clean house and get rid of the dead weight. Good. Did the same in Jan. 21 and have never been happier. Took an almost 100k pay cut, but I gained my life and my health back. Very much worth it. Here's a thought. If you don't have another job lined up yet, get revenge. Work strictly 40 hours. As slowly as possible. Let it all crumble to pieces. They won't dare fire you right away. You're the only thing keeping the company functioning. They'll fire your toxic boss first. Maybe even his boss. Worst case, they fire you and you collect unemployment while looking for another job. Then keep in touch with coworkers who can update you on the company going out of business. When they start yelling at you for not breaking your neck for them, smile and say, gee, that's too bad.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.